It was over 20 years ago. I was in school and I was overweight. I was fat, in fact. Let's call it by what it is. I was fat, all right? And I had such negative emotions about being fat, right? I had self-consciousness. I was asking myself, do people know I'm fat, right? Are they aware? And I was even doing things like sucking in my tummy to appear thin. Have you ever done that yourself? Do you have that experience, right? Sucking in your tummy to appear more thin when in fact we're not, right? I was doing all that and I had this self-talk, this limiting self-talk about what other people think of me, right? Do they know I'm fat? And I was trying to make myself invisible by avoiding interacting with people, just to avoid them finding out I'm fat, right? Which is crazy because they can see, right? But I had those emotions, those negative feelings for a long time, and I had the breakthrough. I said, enough is enough. I want to master this area of my life. I want to do something about it, to get it handled. And I did it by studying it. I did it by learning about health and learning about diet. And I don't just mean a superficial understanding, but I mean a deep understanding. And I could only do that by learning about health and diet over a long period of time. And that's the secret, right? We want to consistently learn about our health, to consistently learn about your health and your diet, because consistency in the long run wins over intensity. Is this making sense? So the secret is to learn about your health consistently by reading books. And you can start just by reading 2 or 3 books per year. And if you've watched my other video on how you can read a book a week, then it's very simple, right? You can easily go through a few books and learn about your health. And it's important to do it consistently. Imagine you read 3 books this year on health and diet. How much more information would you have? Can you see how that would put you in a position where you can have more information so you can implement more, so you can make better decisions, more informed decision? And that's something you want to do, right? Also, another key here is, as you continue to read books on this topic, on health and diet, you'll see there's so much misinformation out there and so much incomplete information. Actually, let me ask you, why do you think most people are fat even though they count their calories? It's because that's an incomplete information. Yes, calories have an effect, right? They are important. As you do your research, I invite you to notice that actually calories are like 5 to 10% of the equation. They're only 5 to 10% of the puzzle, right? There are many other pieces, and as you do your research, you'll discover what those pieces are, right? Your body is not a calorie counter. Your body is a what? Chemistry lab. That's right. So that's what I mean by people having incomplete information. And you can only find that out by reading books. You see how important reading books on health and diet could be? Imagine you do this consistently for your whole life. Like, how much healthier would you be? Maybe do you think it would even increase the quality or length of your life? Of course, right? Of course. So that's the secret. If you want to master your health, you have to study it. You cannot delegate it. All right? And I'll put some book recommendations in the description below. And actually, I'm curious, what are your favorite books on health and diet? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll leave you with a quote. I believe that the greatest gift you can give your family and the world is a healthy you. Joyce Meyer. So if you want to improve your well-being, then subscribe, because I'll be releasing more videos to help you build better habits to improve your well-being mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, you're better than you think you are.